that like and subscribe button or the notification bell. You want to miss out. Ow! What the hell, man?
Oops. Hey everybody, this is Sequel Centric, where we take a look at follow-ups in the media to see how they stack up against their predecessors. I'm Sandra, the last with sass, and he is the beans and cornbread to my white cake with sweet frost. Nate, how are you doing, bud?
Bud? Clearly you didn't read the script.
Partner?
Exactly.
Sorry.
It's all about westerns, you know.
Partner?
I think most grandfathers were into westerns, so, you know. And today's Father's Day, so what better?
Oh, it was more like, how you doing, boy?
Boy? Boy? You call me boy?
Yeah, boy.
I have testicles the size of pickle barrels.
In your dreams.
And got enough hair on my back to weave a blanket.
Wow.
And there's something about, you know, my private parts, but I'm trying to keep it PG. I'm good.
Anywho.
Ready to shoot my mouth out about today's topic. And how be you? Are you ready to talk about Young Guns 2?
I'm great. Quit talking for me. Plus, I am super excited to talk about my man, John Bon Jovi. Young Guns 2. Sorry.
Well, he did contribute a lot to this film, so... Or enough.
But we'll get into that later. Quit jumping ahead.
Before we dive into 90s Western nostalgia, let us welcome any newcomers who have found us, as well as our tried and true regulators. Don't forget
regulators. Mount up.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Little notification bell. You don't want to miss out on any new stuff, like videos, or we rewatch old episodes, like support your local gunfighter, which Duff and I had a hoot doing. But at least I didn't piss him off like when I made him watch A Christmas Story 2.
This is true.
Anybody in the chat?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Some dude named Nathan Blake.
You can also head over to Facebook and Amsterdam? Instagram. Facebook and Instagram is another way to stay connected with us.
The hell's in your coffee?
I don't know. Not enough creamer. I don't know. We post about upcoming live streams along with movies that you may want to see or have forgotten about, like Blazing Saddles. Check us out on Facebook.com/SequelCentric or Instagram.com/SequelCentric. And there's some other words that I can't read. Oh.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Before we do any housekeeping, should we give everybody a few moments?
Yeah. We'll give a few moments for people to chop in the chat with chap.
Yeah.
We'll give us a quick little chance to maybe do a quick list of what our favorite Western movies are. Most of my favorite Western movies are comedy Westerns, like Blazing Saddles, Support Your Local Sheriff. Recently we saw... Well, within the last couple of months, we saw A Million Ways to Die in the West with Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
There was a little Back to the Future Easter egg there. Other movies I like that are a little bit more on the serious side, like Django Unchained by Tarantino.
Tarantino.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Quentin. And obviously what we're talking about today, Young Guns 1 and 2. I have, within the last 12 months, gone back and watched a few... Clint Eastwood Western movies, which I know our buddy McGill is all about. Are you
having a hard time with words today?
I'm having a hard time. Yes. Well, you got any?
Your brain's going faster than your mouth can work. Yeah. Slow it down.
I go fast, or I don't go at all. Those are my two speeds.
Fast or furious?
I'm fast. And now you're furious. You got any favorite Western movies that you like?
Besides Young Guns?
Yeah.
And Young Guns 2?
Yeah.
Well, I like the one that you showed me that I didn't see till I was an adult with Clint Eastwood. Paint
Your
Your
Wagons.
Wagons. I like that.
Yeah. Which is crazy. He actually sings in that.
I know, boy, he's got a voice.
Maybe we should, review that movie under Clint Eastwood movies, like
Maybe.
Any Which Way But Loose and Any Which Way You Can.
I can tell you which ones I don't like.
Okay, tell me which one. Tell me which Mr.
I was traumatized. Not traumatized. I was.
You need some
What's the
cake with
word?
sweet frost to
Not yet.
help the
No, I'm good.
traumatization.
I was. I don't know what.
Shane.
Yeah.
Shane, come back.
Yeah, that's probably the top of my list. Just kind of like when we were kids and we'd eat, all the foods we ate when we were kids, we ate it so much that we don't like it now.
Yeah.
Like fish sticks.
Yeah, Big Mama Blake and her mother.
We saw that movie so many times. I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, Big Mama Blake's into westerns, mainly John Wayne and even her mother, and I kind of like skirted around it for such a long time. Until,
Yeah. There's a bunch that I haven't seen just because I wasn't into that genre.
Yeah.
But I've seen some of them.
Silverado,
that was a good one.
which I got correctly on
Yeah,
Stump
you
the
did,
Chomp, even though I haven't seen it.
Damn it. Thought I had you.
You can thank Jamie for that one.
Thanks a lot, Jamie. What was the other one I saw? The Quick and the Dead.
Yep.
I saw that was good with Gene Hackman and who was it?
Fatal Attraction.
Oh yeah, Sharon Stone. God,
No, sorry, Basic Instinct. That was the other. The other one.
Fatal
Michael. Sorry, Michael Douglas was in both. One was Glenn Close. The other one was.
And the other one was what was another one? There's another.
Glenn Close, Fatal
I
Attraction.
haven't seen Tombstone.
Oh,
I don't think so.
With Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer, I believe.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that one a little bit over Wyatt Earp with Kevin Costner, only because it's the Wyatt Earp movie is good, but it's so long. It's like the Lord of the Rings director's cut of Western movies.
Oh, we got people in the house. Anything my Big Mama Blake is here. Anything John Wayne or Audubon Murphy.
Audrey Hepburn.
Well, she said Audubon Murphy.
Okay.
Hey guys. Hey Big Mama Blake. Nathan got over his butt hurtness.
She's like Beetlejuice. I mentioned her name, and you're like, your mother's calling. I gotta cut you loose.
Gotta go. So, we can do a little housekeeping. So, let me see. Hang on here.
Sequel-centric needs a new screen.
Yeah. If you're looking for some more sequel-centric content, head on over to patreon.com/sequel-centric. Thanks for leaving my eyes. And for one banknote, you can access extra content like the 1994 Western movie Maverick. Oh yeah, that's another one.
I'm getting too old for this.
Right now.
Donner directed that one, believe it or not. Richard Donner, a.k.a. Superman.
Audie Murphy. Okay. Apparently it's somebody Murphy. Anywho's, what else we got, Neat?
Speaking of Patreon, we... Anyone at the super outrageous tier?
Sorry, my bad.
That's okay. gets to select a sequel movie like for a few dollars more, or a spiritual sequel like High Plains Drifter for us to review. Try us at those levels today.
Big Mama Blake says a very old cowboy, the Murphy.
Okay.
So, okay. Now we know. Here's a quick list of movies where Dad is being awesome or goofy. Jurassic Park, Lost World. Oh, yeah.
Because his daughter stunk on, he had a...
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum, yeah.
Gosh, out of our parents, they would have beat our ass.
I know.
What the f are you thinking? Vice versa. Like father, like son. Taken. Yeah. I will find you. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, the Laserdisc version.
Father of the Bride. For all you kids out there, you millennials and all that don't know what a Laserdisc is, there you go. Father of the Bride and...
Probably the best one of all.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Or Sean Connery.
You sound like you've been drinking too much.
Sean Connery.
Sounds like you're like 3 sheets to the wind.
The Irish whiskey, the Scottish whiskey in my coffee.
No.
Speaking of dad, Sequel-Centric would like to give a special shout out to some fathers that listen to this podcast. Fernando, Warren, Captain Josh, PlayStation 5 Frank, and Jake the Great, our kid.
We have our curtain flowing today because the fan's on.
It's getting toasty in Hemet.
It's getting toasty and the air conditioning died again, so we have to wait for...
Home high!
Yeah, the thing has been on the fritz, so the landlord is working on getting that corrected for us. What are we doing?
What's on the docket today, Sandy? Sorry.
Today's follow-up movie was selected by me, yours truly. I've been pulling for this one for a while, and slightly approved by Big Mama Blake.
Because it's a Western?
Yeah, Young Guns 2, and which is the legendary continuation. I read that wrong. Yes, Nate, we see.
Oh, I forgot. You got a picture. Never mind.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Young Guns 2, which is the continuation of the legendary outlaw Billy the Kid,
From
a.k.a. William H. Bonney.
Plus all
And
his other aliases he's got.
Yeah, a.k.a. ...
Yeah.
And it's currently on Roku right now for your viewing pleasure.
Yep. Don't have to go out and buy it.
No, you don't. Let me give you the... Where is it?
Where's the movie poster?
There it is.
There we go.
There you go, guys. Movie poster. We got some more pictures, and I think we finally got all of the kinks worked out in OBS until they do another upgrade and mess it all up again.
So it usually happens, right?
Yeah.
We do an upgrade and like all the things that you've set or like
Right.
go back to default or something.
So, what's your history with the franchise and Western movies in general?
Well, like I mentioned just earlier, my mother and my grandmother were both into Western movies and books. So I've been around the genre for a long time. I knew a little bit about Billy the Kid, William H. Bonney before.
Yeah.
Seeing the first Young Guns movie, which I like quite a bit, mainly because a lot of the main cast of characters I knew from other movie projects. So Emilio Estevez, Lou Diamond Phillips, Kiefer Sutherland, even Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
And
Very,
the first
very
one,
young. Well, they were all really young.
Yeah, and even Christian Slater's in the second one, and I knew him from Gleaming the Cube and
what was the other one?
Pirate. No, something with no, it's not Pirate Radio. Forgot, but he like hijacked. He
Yeah.
hijacked a high school radio. Plus, Heathers.
I was gonna say, wasn't he in Heathers?
Yes, Heathers. He kind of looks like a young Jack Nicholson a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Kind of talks like him too. If you think about it.
Yeah. So a lot of talented actors in both franchises. You know, even Jack Palance is in the first one. He's known to be in lots of James Coburn. He's in this one. You know, we got a fun fact about him later. So what is your?
Oh, okay. Now I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Okay, what's your record with the Western movies and Young Guns?
Well, I had notes here, and I don't know where they went.
Improvise.
Dang, now maybe I put it in the wrong spot. Oh, here it is. I put it in the wrong spot. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't do that part. So my history with this franchise
Yeah.
goes to the first one. I don't remember if I saw it when it first came out
Yeah.
or if it was later when I like rented it on video.
Yeah.
But then the second one, I was all over that one because of who does the soundtrack
Yeah.
for the movie and his little cameo. So,
Wanted to see your boy up on the big
yeah,
screen,
my
huh?
boy, my man. That's my man. Eduardo is here with us. He says the good, the bad, and the ugly.
That's the third in the Man with No Name trilogy.
So would that be a sequel?
Yes, it is.
So we could do that one.
Yeah, Fistful of Dollars, a few dollars more, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. High Plains Drifter could be a spiritual sequel because he plays pretty much the same guy, the Man with No Name.
Yeah. We used to have I don't want to say ritual, that we would watch an old movie.
Yeah, it's before we started doing this. But
in the days when you were home and we would watch movies.
Yeah.
there
Like it's
was-
a mad world.
Yeah, we'd watch classic old movies.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know, we kind of fell off the
Two
wagon.
Mules for Sister Sarah. I believe that's a favorite of Big Mama Blake's with Clint Eastwood and Charlie McLean. Would you like me to run down some movie facts
Let's
on
do
Young
some
Guns?
movie facts.
Young
Nate.
Guns 2. Sorry. I didn't mean to overtalk you. I know I'll get critiqued by Big Mama Blake by overtalking you. Movie facts. Young Guns 2 released on August 1st, 1990. Rated PG-13 with a running time of 104 minutes. Shut up, that pig.
I was a senior in high school.
Excellent. Director Jeff Murphy. Written by John Fusco.
Fusco.
Music by Alan Silverstone. What? Sophie. How do you pronounce that?
Music by John Bon Jovi and Alan Silvestri.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to.
Get the order right.
Well, I was just reading. I wrote it down how it was presented on the interwebs. Sorry to slight your man. Distributed by 20th Century Fox and or Warner Brothers. I got too many answers. Budget of $20 million estimate, so that was basically double of the first one. And the box office return at about $95 million. So I would.
95.
Yeah.
It says 59.
What did I say?
You said 95.
59.
Wow.
59,
There's
dudes.
a big difference there.
Yeah, there is.
I'm sure they would have loved 95.
Oh, I'm sure they really would have. If they got 95, I'm sure they would have jumped on Young Guns 3 a lot
quicker.
Yeah, a lot quicker. Can you give us a quick summary of the movie?
I can. So this movie is en route to old Mexico from the U.S. Billy the Kid and his associates are pursued by federal agents hell-bent on bringing them to justice. When Billy and Doc and Chavez prove too difficult to track down, the authorities enlist. I was trying to slur those two
Have
words
another
together.
sip of Irish coffee.
Yeah, and the authorities enlist an old friend of theirs, reformed outlaw Pat Garrett. Is the man hired to take down the elusive gunfighter, but Billy has a head start, and the crew of outlaws is growing by the minute. What's your thoughts and impressions, Nate?
My thoughts and impressions on this movie. The sheer fact that the first Young Guns movie made in 1988 about Billy Kid was a financial success that Morgan Creek wanted to...
Wrong button. Sorry, guys.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Wrong button. Which one did you want?
Just a movie poster, I guess.
Okay.
There we go. Don't you have another one? Or is that the same one?
No, I don't have another one.
Okay, never mind then.
There's this one. Oh, wait, you're not supposed to see that one yet. Sorry.
Well, my thoughts and impressions are written down, and I can only read half of my text.
Go. Oh, sorry.
Was a financial success that Morgan Creek wanted to continue the tale. Is impressive in my book. The inclusion of Christian Slater's character, Arkansas Dave Rudabaugh, the rival, and questions Bonnie reminds me a lot of Billy challenging Richard in the first film. The return of Doc and Chavez is welcome is welcoming and makes the movie work. Like its predecessor, this movie has some facts about Billy the Kid mixed in with some great writing and amazing chase scenes and shootouts.
Excellent.
No, I didn't read that at all from a script.
Not at all. So this one and the first movie for me, it was when I first got hooked onto westerns.
Yeah.
I loved the cast and the characters they played for both films. I liked how they worked in facts about the history of Billy the Kid, to keep it real. Yes, there was some bits of truth in there.
Yeah.
So would that make it a documentary?
I would say the movie's an interpretation of certain events that took place, you know.
I was trying to make a funny.
Oh.
Wow.
You want to throw us back on camera, or are we still looking at the movie poster?
We can, yeah, I guess we can look at our ugly mugs. Okay.
You want to talk some pros and cons?
Oh, sure, why not? Pro. John has a cameo.
Excellent. Did you want to throw up the stinger first, so people know what we're doing?
No. I gotta find it. Where is it? Where is it?
I know.
I can't see it.
You get...
Too far away.
What's a pro, Sandy?
Can I go now?
Yeah, you can go now.
John has a cameo.
Okay.
How about one for you, Nate?
Like the first movie, the second movie tells a complete story without the need to watch the first movie. In my book. I mean, you can watch both back to back, but you can, I know a plus for sequel centric is, can you watch the sequel without having to watch the first one? In my opinion, this is true. Another pro is they sprinkle details of the events of the first movie throughout this flick. So
I thought you just jump into another one without throwing it back at me.
Well, I was just piggybacking off of my first thing.
I know.
Go.
Now I lost my train of thought. Way to go, Nate.
Need some cake with sweet frost,
Sweet
like
frost.
like Billy asked the governor.
Pendleton.
Yeah, Pendleton.
Pendleton.
Ah,
A white cake.
Yeah, that was a good line.
He had a lot of good lines. Pro for me was most of the characters from the first movie returned to reprise their roles, with the exception of Pat Garrett.
Yeah, that's not to jump ahead to cons, but another thing that we here at Sequel Centric, it's an automatic hit on the con list is when you do a sequel, you don't bring back all the characters when another character's a different actor's playing the same character, and Patrick Wayne, John Wayne's son, played Pat Garrett in the first movie, and when I went to go see the second one, and I saw
that
a different actor.
Exactly. That ain't
now,
no Patrick.
I forgot the name of the actor that played Pat Garrett in this movie. Did an excellent job, a great job in my opinion. But
he did, yeah.
But just the fact that and because I saw so many John Wayne movies, when I saw the first one in the theater, I'm like, oh my God, it's John Wayne's kid.
Yeah. Oh, you saw it in the theater?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't remember if I did or not.
Well, the first one came out in 1988, so.
I might not have, unless it was at the drive-in, but I didn't see much at the drive-in with my boyfriend. I mean, I'm a good girl. We watched the movies.
Sure.
So the regulators are back in some form.
Yeah.
Anything else, Nate?
The Jane Greathouse character.
Yeah. And
the madam in White Oaks.
We'll get to why later.
Yeah, she's got a really great scene.
Yeah,
in it.
she does.
I know she was in some other movies and stuff.
The Old West way of saying F off.
Yeah, basically.
How about any cons or catch-22s?
Yeah, I got catch-22 unless you want to read it.
Go for it.
The catch-22 for me is this movie has a slightly different feel to it than the first, especially the beginning of the movie. Bigger budget, perhaps, but
Yeah.
the first movie, you got all the young actors on the ridge, and they're just standing up there, and each name goes to each character. Then they all pull out their guns or rifles, and they have a big blowout. This one, the beginning of the movie, starts in a present day, which is 1950 something, and the story is told through a flashback, which may confuse some people if they're just expecting
a Western.
for it to go straight into
right
18 whatever. Because plus this movie takes place 1 year after the first one.
Yeah, it's just it's the visualization of the story that Billy the Kid is telling the attorney.
Yeah. The attorney's like, everybody knows that Pat Garrett killed Billy the Kid. You got any scars? And he's like, scars. And then
I got a few scars.
Yeah, and then it goes into the flashback of the storytelling. But
So how about a con?
I mean, besides Patrick Wayne not being in it, that's my only con. You got?
Yeah, my only one is needed more John.
John Blake?
No.
Which John are we talking about?
My man.
John
my
Bon
main
Jovi.
squeeze.
Gotcha.
More John Bon Jovi.
Shot through the heart.
You're
to blame.
He was.
You give love a good name.
Yeah, he does. His wife is one lucky woman. Fun facts, Nate.
I will shoot off this one. You can throw up the little picture. John Chisholm, played by James Coburn, played Pat Garrett in Sam Pickard. I can't even read. Peckin Foz. How do you pronounce that? Peckin Foz?
Where are you? Peck and Paws.
1973 film Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You want to read the next one, or you want me to?
Go ahead.
The infamous.
Wow, guys, I'm having some issues here.
Wow, someone's pushing all the buttons.
I kind of was.
What the hell? We're not even in October.
Son of a biscuit. I can't friggin' see. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Let me throw up another fun fact.
So many buttons. I'm getting confused.
Before this, actor became the infamous tracker Strider in Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. Viggo Mortensen played federal agent John W. Poe in this movie. When I was rewatching it down at
with John.
At Red Barn, I was reading the credits, and I'm like, what? I thought it was a misprint, but
You're like, nuh-uh.
sure. There he is. He's kind of got a mustache like mine going on.
So, you stop.
Sorry.
Wait till you go to sleep. I'll shave it all off.
Well, you should just shave half of it off. What happened?
Don't give me any ideas. Young Guns 3, aka Guns 3, is in pre-production with Emilio and John at the helm. John who?
John Fusco.
Oh, Fusco.
Okay. Fusco.
Good idea or bad idea, and will it sequel?
Wow. On one hand, the teenage Nate's like, yes, more Young Guns.
Right.
But movie review Nate, more me now, it's like, do we really need it? I mean, it's a complete story, both movies.
Okay, Siskel and Ebert.
Oh, you know what? You hurt me pretty deep.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get into some John Bon Jovi facts.
John Bon Jovi.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
John Boob.
My brain just melts when it comes to him.
He's bad medicine for you.
Yeah, no, he's not. So.
Are you trying to say you're living your life? Did I get that?
We got some John Bon Jovi facts. Emilio Estevez went to John and asked if he could use "Wanted," dead or alive, but John felt that the song lyrics didn't fit with the film, and he'd be right. He was right. So he wrote. He told them that he'd write a song for them. So he wrote Blaze of Glory on a napkin in a diner while eating dinner with Emilio and Kiefer Sutherland.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know, like that. He had a
When
song.
you hear stories like that, where like they just grab something and just start writing.
Yeah. He was only supposed to write one song, but that soon turned into 4 songs, which turned into 8 songs, and which quickly became 10 songs.
Came on an album.
Yep. Blaze of Glory went to number 1 on the Billboard's Top 100 and was also nominated for an Oscar.
Impressive.
It is, huh? I don't think he won it, though, but that's okay.
I think Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven won an Oscar, I believe.
Getting nominated, that's pretty big. John has a cameo scene where he crawls out of a prisoner pit only to get shot and killed and thrown back into that pit during the lynch mob scuffle.
I'm free! I'm free!
Dang it!
Boom. Like Disney's animated Hunchback. Right?
Yeah. I'm free.
I'm free. I'm free.
Dang it. He trips and falls back into the cage. And I had a pick for you guys for that one. So, yeah. He's crawling out of the pit in the bottom one, and then he gets his hands on a gun, and that's where he gets shot and thrown back into the pit.
Does an epic backflip or something.
Yeah, he does.
Sandy. Hey, Sandy.
Hey, Nate.
Would you like to try out our new segment?
What's that? Push all the buttons?
Did it Laserdisc?
Did it? I don't know.
Where I ask my co-hosts if this movie that we're talking about made it to the Laserdisc format. So, Sandy, 1990 is when it was released. Was Young Guns 2 printed on Laserdisc?
Yes, it was.
That is correct. Ding, 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 ding.
What do I get? Piece of sweet cake. Ooh, sweet. Give me a piece of that.
There we go.
Thank you.
Breakfast cake
Breakfast cake, yeah.
with the iced coffee.
Iced coffee and iced cake.
Oh, man. Theirs is better than mine.
Get off my coffee. Get your own.
Okay. Talking about lines, let's head on over to some favorite lines. One of my favorite lines in this movie is towards the end when they capture Billy the Kid. And the Sheriff Bob is telling him he's got this rifle and he's got spent like $1.80 in bullets. And later in the movie, he lets the Barney type character, I forgot what his name was, Daisy? No, not Daisy. Whatever the goofy deputy's name is. Kind of reminds me of Barney 5. So watching Billy, and Billy goes to the outhouse, where Jane Goodhouse leaves him a rifle. So he's walking back up and, wastes the deputy, and then even though he didn't want to, and but he walks out. The sheriff comes out of the bar, and he grabs Bob's rifle. He breaks the window. He's like, "Hello, Bob!" And Bob's like, "Oh crap!" And he shoots him right there. "Goodbye, Bob!" And he's like, "That's the best $1.80 I've ever spent." It's like one of the great lines. You got to see the movie. I mean, you can even if you don't want to watch the whole movie, YouTube it because it's a great line.
Hello, Bob. Goodbye, Bob.
You want to talk about another great line?
Another one for me, and it's from Billy the Kid, and he says it a couple times in the movie. Yoo-hoo, I'll make you famous.
Yep.
It's just the way he says it.
Emilio does such a great job of playing believable crazy.
Mm-hmm. He's got that insane laugh.
He's got great
insanity laugh.
like his father and his brother, he's got excellent acting skills, and he, after the 90s, after this and then a Stakeout, another Stakeout, a couple of the Mighty Ducks movies, he went over to directing.
Yeah.
So, but still.
Went behind the camera.
Yeah. What's another?
How about you?
Another line for me is when they're riding up to White Oaks, and the 15-year-old's all like, "Welcome to White Oaks. We don't tolerate scum." And the Prince of Pennsylvania goes, "What's scum?" "Well, Tom, that's bad types, politicians, bankers, cattle kings, scum."
Yeah.
Basically, the three things that were making the country run back then.
Right.
So that was, an interesting perspective from Billy's angle.
Yeah. Which is probably like the general populace's opinion nowadays. For me, this was towards the end of the movie when they're.
The last shootout.
Yeah. Will you?
I'm helping you set it up.
I know, but I was getting there. Thank you. So it's the last shootout, and they're kind of pinned in this. What is it?
Kind of a dilapidated adobe.
Yeah, and Doc's character tells Bill, he says, William H. Bonney, you are not a god. And because everybody's getting killed left and right.
Yeah, that's after he read him the riot act after
yeah,
he got Tom killed.
yeah, he's like, you are not a god. And
After they
Billy's
ran,
Billy's response was, because he's got holding a gun in his face,
yeah.
and he's like, well, why don't you pull the trigger and find out? And I was like, damn.
One of my favorite scenes is when they're riding through Guano Valley.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Go watch the movie.
Yeah.
You got any? You got some favorite scenes?
John crawling out of the prisoner pit.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Backflip. Goodbye.
There he is.
Even Mike Phelps.
And there he goes.
Michael Phelps would be proud of that backflip.
Yeah.
A one for me is we spoke about earlier when Bill and his.
You eating all the sweet cake?
Yep.
White cake, yellow cake,
Lemon cake.
however much
You want to
cake.
defrost that lemon ring? Yeah, when the town found out that White Oaks found that Billy Kid was, in Jane Greathouse, entertainment house or whatever it was called.
Oh, I got the one with all the lemon in the frosting.
Nice. Pat Garrett
Down
finally
in my
catches up.
water.
Pat Garrett finally catches up, and they have a little talk, a little verbal showdown per se. She's like, I don't share the bed with the law anymore. And he's like, well, I don't keep with whores anymore, so I guess we're both content. So he just throws some alcohol on the wall and just lights it on fire. And then she's, because a lot of people from back east, came into the town, so she was like trying to change her image a bit, so not to be run out. But she decided, like, well, if you're burning down my house and I gotta leave, I'm gonna go out on my own terms. So she just walks out with a hat on her head and her boots on. She gets on a horse and she rides out, side saddle though, rides out. The equivalent of F you, I'm out of here.
Peace out, bitches.
Yep. You got another?
Oh yeah. Let me eat my cake.
Sorry.
It was also during the last shootout.
Yeah.
Dave Rudabaugh and Billy the Kid, they're arguing about whose gang it is.
I know that goes throughout the whole movie, which
Funny.
is just great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out who's going to go out first. And Billy's all like, Dave, it's your gang. Go out first. No.
No, it's your gang.
Yeah. It's always been your gang.
That was funny.
Yeah, nobody wanted to go out first. That was, yeah.
And I think that was it.
That's pretty much all it's a great movie, but those are just some of
the
our
highlights
favorites. Yeah, some
that
of our
we
favorites,
liked. Yeah.
Should we go into Will It sequel?
Will it or does it?
Will it? Does it? Oh no!
Yes, it does.
Sandy, does it sequel?
Yeah.
Excellent. That's it.
That's all you wrote for me.
What? Well, I thought you were going to elaborate. You told me don't speak for you, don't write for you. Okay. Well,
I'm changing the rules.
did you want to? Okay. For me, it's sequels as well. It has all the action charm of the first one, as well as bringing something new to the franchise. I would. How would you rate it? Watch it. Sorry, don't even know the ranking. Buy it, watch it, ditch it, or the infamous burn it.
I would say buy it.
Is that based the fact that John's in it, or just overall you
That
feel?
has what's the word? It has a it's one of the major points. Yes.
I would say watch it. I mean, if you're a Western, if you like Westerns, like from '90s on up, definitely buy it. But if you're not too sure, but you like Emilio Estevez and Kiefer Sutherland and Lou Diamond Phillips, and I would definitely say watch it. And if you got a Roku box, it's there for free right now. So
Yeah, you can stream it. Mm-hmm.
so yeah.
So I guess we'll
What's the verdict?
uh
Throw up that crazy Viking who's got the same mustache as me.
need to work on that.
That would have been funny if you had if you accidentally pushed ditch it. Ditch it. Wow, after she said buy it. Wow, what's going on here?
Today's episode of Does It Sequel is brought to you by Mia Bella Candles. Made with natural, clean burning. You know what I got?
Here's some of the newer ones.
Here we go. Stop.
Okay.
Stop. Where'd it go?
I don't know. Where did it go? Where are any of us, Sandy?
I don't know.
Are we trapped in the Matrix? Like Westworld?
There we go. So, where am I? I don't know even where I am.
You're sitting right next to me.
Made with natural clean burning palm wax, top of the line quality scents, and all cotton self-trimming wicks. These candles burn cleanly and evenly. No black soot on the jars or in the air, which will mean, that means it's not going to end up in your lungs.
Black lung?
Yeah.
Black lung.
Available in over 80 fragrances with new scents being released every month. It makes a perfect addition to any room. Or as a special gift for any holiday or occasion. A link to the online store will be in the description below this video. And you can also visit sanderscandles.com.
Can you sign up for some sort of monthly subscription?
Yeah, there is. If you go to my Facebook page, Mia Bella Candles with Sandra, there is a pinned post in there where you can sign up for my personal candle of the month special, where you get 2 candles. Quit playing with your face.
Nobody knew until... Oh, wait. Actually, they can't. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry. The picture's so small, I didn't see.
You get 2 candles. One being the scent of the month, and the other one is one that you get to pick. And that is $52 a month. It includes free shipping. And you also get announcements of when new fragrances are being released. You get a free birthday gift in your birthday month.
You hear that, Eduardo? Free candle on the birthday month.
Yep. And there's also, for those that don't want to burn a candle but want the fragrance, we have the melts, Mia melts, which are the little tarts. And you can get 2 bags of those also. One is the fragrance of the month, and the other one is one that you get to pick. And that is that's $32.
Do they have maple syrup in case I like the smell of pancakes? Or did they discontinue that? I had that one.
They may have discontinued that one.
When Mother Tucker was up one time, I had that burning, and she's like, "What does the bathroom smell like? Pancakes?" And I forgot I put the melt in there because I wanted the bathroom to smell nice. You're like, pancakes? I'm like, oh yeah, the maple syrup one. So what do we got here on the back? We got strawberry shortcake. How does this look?
So this one was the
Man, that's crazy.
fragrance that was the new fragrance for May. And June is on its way. I haven't gotten it yet. Let me turn off the picture. Hold on. There you go. Whoa. Easy there, Tex.
And now they're putting, they got rid of the 9-ounce jars, but they're going to 8-ounce.
So they brought back, they've included, and that part of that was because they weren't able to get the glass anymore.
This one has got. This is the first fragrance that you bought when you started back in 2014.
That was the first one I got.
This one, I think, overall is my favorite. There's not one that, well, leather is like the only one that.
Oh.
Oh.
That one was.
But that's a separate story. But sweet orange and chili pepper is like
Someone was actually asking to bring that back. I'm like, no.
leather.
Yeah, no. But that's just my opinion.
Okay. Any more candle talk before we wrap this bad boy up? Bad boys.
Thanks for rushing me.
I'm sorry. Would you like to take your time? It's Father's
Yeah.
Day. You got to do something. You got to be nice to me. What's going on in the chat before we
Yeah,
close?
happy Daddy Day.
We're,
Daddy.
no tibbies. All tibbies ran out. Apparently they knew that.
Are they in the hallway?
Nope. They're out.
They're like, we're gone.
We don't want to be on camera.
Peace out, suckers.
What's going on in the chat before we close out the day?
Let's see, because I can't see that freaking far away. Eduardo says pancakes in the bathroom. It did.
Pancakes and a cake by the ocean, all right?
Right, cake by the ocean. Hello.
Pancakes in the bathroom, cake by the ocean. Sorry, we were as we were setting up everything for today. I was playing a few songs that Sandy and I like to listen to.
Pancakes. I'm trying to do the
Oh, you're trying.
in my head, yeah.
Pancakes in the bathroom. Ooh, pancakes in the bathroom. Doesn't too long. Okay.
With Joe Jonas.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What else is up there? What is
That's about it. He said, "Oh, what? Too bad my birthday already passed."
Well, you didn't have to. You outed yourself. You could have gotten a free candle. You could have signed up for 1 month, and you would have
Well, I
gotten.
would have known when he fills out the form.
Yeah, well, he could fudge.
Quit telling people how to cheat. We have enough cheaters that are cheating the system.
Is Billy the Kid a cheater?
Yeah, he was.
It's
He
a
played by
catalog.
his own rules. Okay, Nate.
Well, if everybody's done chatting it up in the chit chat, we're going to head on out. That's it for today's review on Young Guns 2. Post your thoughts and comments below on this sequel flick to Young Guns 3. What? Of this flick. And Young Guns 3, alias Billy the Kid. That is the current working title. What do you have on the
Guns
calendar
3,
for next
yeah.
month, Sandra?
Over on YouTube, we're doing a premiere. We're going to be doing another premiere video for A Christmas Story Christmas.
What's a premiere, Sandy?
Can I finish?
Yes, you may.
The date is set for July 16th, the third Sunday of the month at around 10:45. We will be in the chat with everyone viewing and talking what we liked and didn't like about this sequel that took 33 years to make. Wow.
Does it sequel? Doesn't sequel? Is it a ditch it? Is it a burn it? Like Christmas Story 2? Check out that video that Duff and I did oh so long ago.
Yeah.
It's the movie that
Set the bar.
It was so bad. Yeah, it was so bad. Duff and I had to come up with a new tier. It didn't even qualify. Obviously, not to buy it, not to watch it. Wasn't even good enough for a ditch it. We had to come up with burn it.
You're welcome.
Don't forget to check us out on.
Try
Don't
again.
forget to check out our other content on YouTube and Patreon, and you can listen to us on podcasting apps like Pandora, Spotify, and iHeartRadio.
And until next time, ask yourself this one question.
I'll make you famous. Oh, there's a sequel.
That's not a question. That's a statement.
Well, I was just trying to come it back around. It was the one line that he kept saying in both movies. I'll make you famous.
I'll make you famous.
You want to be famous?
Want to be famous?
You could try, but I assure you, you will not shoot me. Well, you shoot me, but I won't be dead. Because he did get shot in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, the times that he does get shot, it's never fatal.
Yeah.
He never gets hit, fatal. Anyways,
Until next time, ask yourself this one question. Oh, is that your line?
that was my line.
I'm sorry.
Speaking for me again.
I can't help it. You used to be quiet all the time. I was used to talking for you. Now you're talking all the time. I forgot the new rules. Does it
Wow.
sequel? Wow.
Nathan,
Yes.
ask yourself this one question.
Shut.
Just
Does a sequel?
bye, everybody.